So just before I was gonna hit the record button, I'm like, you know what? I gotta get some more subscribers. Gotta get people on board to listen to the Intelligent Human Voice Podcast Network. And I look over, and there's this stack of cards, and I'm like, wait a minute, what are these cards? I have so many business cards from meeting so many people over the past, 15 years in LA, but this is the latest collection. I was like, you know what? I'm going to hit up every last person business card. There's about 20 cards here. I'm going to hit them up. That's what I'm going to do. And then a song came to me, so I had to record it first. I had to do it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call every single person on these business cards. Gonna do. Tell them the Intelligent Human Voice Podcast Network is on right now. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. And so that happened. This is the Intelligent Human Voice Podcast Network. I'm your host, the PatMan, from the Bay to LA and beyond, baby. Today we're talking about veterans. Oh, you got your donations out. Well, there's a few more to go, and you know what? This is the season to be giving. So just because they have one day and they're like, oh, I gotta meet a deadline. Well, veterans they're gonna be there, so they need the help, and that's what we're here to do, is help one another. That's why we're all connected. We need to keep it together. So right before hitting the record button, a buddy of mine hit me up and he reminded me about the donation day, and which brought a whole nother conversation up, because I've been wanting to I've been connecting with these guys for about a year now, and they have an awesome program. It's really vets helping vets, and Irvin Simone, I had a great conversation with him. Around this time last year, I was spending Thanksgiving with those guys, actually the whole family. Really awesome family, brothers, Ivan. And so I want to give a shout out to Irving. I think he's celebrated a birthday soon. This guy, I think he's like 100 years old. Irvin's up there. I know he's up there, but he gets out there and he's dancing. He's at the Marina Del Rey. I met up with him a couple times, and he's out there dancing and chilling, just having a good time, enjoying life. Got his boys out there with their veteran hats on. Man, it's just an awesome time. So I know he can't wait to get back out there. Weather's been kind of chilly, but you know what? I don't think that'll stop Irvin. The man's a World War II veteran. And we're going to have him on the show. I told him I wanted him on the show. He can either come to me or I can come to him. But before we go any further, I want to, and this is off the top of my head today, because I had something ready, but I wanted to do something different, because this is important, people. We have to help our veterans. You'd be amazed the percentage of homeless men on the streets are mostly veterans, because they went off to serve and just not getting the support that they deserve. Not what they need, what they deserve. There's no needy. Ain't nobody needy around here. It's what they deserve. So I said it, and I'll say it again. We're here to help our veterans. So the Rich Center for Prosperity, you have to check this out. And here's the thing, what took me a while to come online tonight was that Ivan had sent me the interview I think they recently had maybe like 2 weeks ago with a Maria, I think her name is Maria Cupertino, and I started watching 30 minutes in, and I'm like, whoa, I got to come back to this. I have to finish watching it because it was so good. Hearing the stories of some of these African American veterans, a few of them I actually know of. I know them, but just to hear their stories and why they went in, and the interview itself is pretty awesome. So I'll send a link on YouTube, but if you want to look it up, Dr. Cupertino, and she's interviewing, if you want to put that in YouTube, she's interviewing some of the guys at the Rich Center for Prosperity, and so you can check that out. I'm going to check it out further because I was half hour into the video, and I'm like, I got to start this podcast soon, but it was so good. It was getting so good. So I want to talk about that too tonight. I want to talk about veterans. I'm not a veteran. Well, sort of not a veteran. I think as Brother Charles said, we are all soldiers before we get into the service. We're already soldiers, the Army or the Navy or the Marines or wherever you join. They just sharpen the skills that you should already have, because it's always a war out there. You're always fighting something. They just train you, to go hand to hand instead of, or fist to hand or bullet to hand or whatever needs to be handed. That's what they teach you. So let me read off the mission statement or the little blurb of the mission statement of Rich Center for Prosperity. Their mission is basically helping vets to help themselves with housing and connecting with their benefits, providing vets the opportunity to take pride in themselves by living the American dream of owning their own home. I think that's a beautiful mission. I think if you are still able to donate, you should donate, and I'm going to give you the link right now. Here we go. It is at GoFundMe.com, MUH5N-veterans-housing. And I'll post the link on the Spreaker page or my website or whatever, but that's the GoFundMe. Also, you want to check out the YouTube video. You have to see that. I want to talk about veterans. I want to talk about, I think the whole create the homes idea is probably one of the best ideas I've ever heard for veterans. And I know Ivan, and he is responsible for 6 disabled vets. He has a few homes in which, he's taking care of them, basically making sure that they're going to their appointments or whatever ailments, whatever's going on, making sure that they have transportation, food, housing, homes. But the big dream and the big focus, I believe, is to have these veterans have their own home, and they're living, and they shouldn't be living on the streets. And he's absolutely right. I've talked to a lot of the guys out there in the streets. I'm on my bicycle a lot, and I'll stop to talk to them just to pick their brain and see where they're at and help where I can, when I can. But I think this podcast network is a jumpstart to helping more of community outreach programs such as the Rich Center for Prosperity. I think it's great, brothers, sisters. And when I say brothers, sisters, I mean everybody. I don't believe in separation. I just don't. I know what it is, but we'll go deep into that one other time. I just don't. How can I say it? We're one. That's all I can say. We're all one. And I've been somewhere, and when I say I've been somewhere, not on the physical plane, we're talking about the astral plane. So I've seen that we are actually one. If I could just plug into each and every consciousness and conscious soul on the planet and show them what I have seen, they too would agree, you too would agree that we are one. And the sooner that we get over the fact that there is this, that, and the other, you know, we'll be a better land. We gotta make this land a better land in the world in which we live. They gonna try to mess with me for that, for copyright? Hey, I didn't sing no, I didn't do nothing. Well, this is my music in the background playing, by the way. Oh, I know what. Since we're freestyling today, and I don't know who's listening or future shows. Remember the what's going on here? I'm going 40 days of podcasting. So I'm podcasting every day for the next 40 days or into January. And the deal is to, you know, show, look, I'm not playing, I'm not jiving around. I'm just getting started, people. I'm just getting started. Let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started right. Did you like that song in the beginning? I got some more music for you guys I'm going to play. While I'm calling out people today, the word of the day is intention. That's right, intention. What is your intention? What does intention mean? I mean, what? I've studied that it's a force of nature. It's it's infinite organizing power. It's what do you call it? It's the stuff that your dreams are made of, that you know, it's orchestrated. It all comes together. It's what's your intention? What's your outcome? Your intent. There it is. Your intended outcome. I was grabbing for it. It's your intended outcome. When you wake up in the morning, you have an intention. You have to set the intention before you do anything. Actually, do it before you go to bed, because you might not wake up. And what is waking up to what might be your long sleep could be fantastic. You don't know. No one knows. No one walking around the physical plane knows. Yeah. I want to give another shout out. And I want you guys to help out Playa del Rey, one of my favorite areas to bicycle. I cycle from downtown LA to the Blue Creek Trail ever so often. Love it over there. But they're doing some construction. They're messing up some stuff, and we can't have that. With my facility management background, you know, I know some stuff is going on. But here's the thing. You can sign a petition and more and go to savepdr.org. That's all one word. Save, SAVEPDR.org. And what we're trying to do here is let them know they said this is not Playa del Rey. Oh, okay, well, that's the back of the car. They have to follow the coastal rules for development. They have to preserve the character and scale of Playa del Rey. I just don't want to change the scene over there. I like it. I don't want the high-rise buildings right there on the beach coast. This is, you know, changing the whole dynamics of things, you know. So let's support where we can. I'm going to reach out. I believe her name is Karen. I met Karen on 2 bicycle rides, back to back, and we were like, we were supposed to meet. And I was like, yeah, we were supposed to meet. And she told me about PDR, Save PDR. And I was like, yeah, we're going to get this going. I want to call out to another person I'm going to reach out to tomorrow. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh, there's Anthony Alva's card. I'll give you some plug, Ant, because and Anthony's going to be working together soon in the very nearest future. Chef PatMan. You'll be able to get my gourmet goodness at a very fancy space that I know you haven't been to yet. Yeah, because I know you haven't been there because I would have saw you, and I ain't seen ya. I ain't seen ya. So that's coming together. But I'll give you a plug real quick. Anthony, really awesome brother. And like I said, when I say brother, I mean everybody. I don't say black or white, brother, Mexican, Latino, Chinese. No, brother. Brother is the brother. If I know you, I acknowledge you. You are my brother. All right? So don't assume because his name is Anthony that he's a brother. All right? Anyway, Anthony has a security company. He's actually a real awesome dude. I would have never guessed this guy for a security guard or a security person organization. He's actually a director of operations for Sunset Private Security. If you ever need this guy, you gotta give him a call. Go to Sunset, Tony at sunsetprivatesecurity.com, and he'll help you out. He has a few accounts throughout LA and some pretty awesome dudes. They know what they're doing. They got your back. They got your business. That's the plug for my brother right there. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. I think you know how we do it. I think. All right. Well, anyway, this is the Intelligent Human Voice Podcast Network. I am your host, the PatMan, from the Bay to LA and beyond, baby. It's my podcast. I can do what I want to do. I can say what I want to say, long as I don't drop a curse word. They done gave the wrong person the podcast, I'll tell you that much. They don't even know what they done. They don't know what they done. But really though, you have to go check out the video, the interview with the World War veterans. It was war number 2. These guys collectively have probably been on the planet like 300 something years combined. Actually more than that, maybe 600 years. About 600 years. Can you imagine being on the planet for 600 years? That's how I feel. It's in my soul. It's in my soul. I feel about 900 years old. But dang, can you imagine being like 200 years old? Like, how old are you? I'm 200 years old. And still walking, talking, dancing, chilling. Anyway, I love each and every one of these brothers because they are my elders. I appreciate them. I respect them. I would love to talk to each and every last one of them on the show. I'm putting it out there right now. Ivan, Simone, hook it up, drop them off. We got to schedule it. We got to stick to the plan. I want to interview each and every last one of them on the show, giving their guidance to our young brothers who, like one of the brothers was mentioning on the interview, they're out there making music and want to create hip hop and have the pants hanging down. That's all good and dandy, brothers, but like brother said, you got to learn a skill. You got to learn to do something different. Don't say you don't know how and you don't, whatever. Home Depot offers free classes to cut wood, to learn anything you want to learn. I'm going to check in with Home Depot and see if they still have the program going on. But last I checked, they had these little programs where you come in on a Saturday and you have your gear and they show you tools and how to work them. So, brothers, you got to learn a skill. Music is cool, but, you got to learn something with your hands, something that no one can take away from you. Music, they try to control you. Podcast show, they'll try to control that. They'll try to control anything on the internet, whatever they can put their paws on. But if you can build it, if you can use your hands, if you can use your mind to create and invent something, anything, and then copyright it, Remember copyright. If you don't know how to copyright, let me know. It's easy. Look it up. Actually, I'm not giving it to you. Just look it up. It's real easy. It used to be like $15, maybe $35 at the most I paid for copyrighting my songs, sending them to Washington. Now they have it all digitized where you just go online, you upload all your music, your pictures, whatever, and it's now $50. So it's $50. Is your invention worth more than $50? I think it is. I think it's worth a couple million. Like Akon said, you can go to Africa and build a Fortune 500 company in 5 years. You know, I saw that video today. I'm not jumping around either. I'm not jumping around. Just stuff is coming to me as the evening is going on. Come back to the vets. But I saw a video with Akon, and it was in the podcast, and he was talking about how, you know, they have scared African Americans. They have scared us African Americans. I'm African American. Scared us into going to Africa, you know, saying you gotta get shots and all this stuff and all this crazy stuff about Africa. And Akon's like, no, that's not true. That's not true. No. Just the same thing they're doing in China, you can do in Africa. Might be a little hotter, but hey, look. It's your life. Need to do something with it. Don't stand still in one place for too dang long. Invest, keep it moving. Invest, keep it moving. Invest, give it back. Invest, give it back. Invest, give it back. You keep that cycle of rotation going on. I mean, I'm not doing this podcast for my health. I mean, I could ask anybody. I got a lot I can do. You know, with my hands, with my mind, you know, a lot going on. But I want to do this podcast. I want to get this rocking because I do want to give people a voice, whether they decide to create their own podcast or they're on the show, allowing me to spotlight their business, their nonprofit, their idea. And then we can work together to build that idea and take the next step, whatever that next step is. That's how we do it. That's how folks been doing it for years. Now the technology is so advanced. You can do a podcast on your phone. I can show you how. If you're really inspired to do that, I can show you how. I can show you how. Yep. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. Actually, because I'm going to end with talking about the vets. But, so Sister Tisha, homegirl from way back when, Oakland Tech back when, high school back when. I'm not connected with too many people I went to high school with, but there's a few people I really like to stay in touch with, whether we see each other online or yeah. So Tisha's one of them, and Tisha actually, Tisha's cool. She bought some cookies from me when I was first starting off the cookie biz, so got mad love. Anyway, she posted on her Facebook today a repost from Kennedy Dallas that says, "Black men don't get to have anxiety or depression. We're told we're emotional, soft, angry, or weird." And then there's the icon of a guy just like with his hand over his eyes, like, you gotta be kidding me. And so the hashtag is mental health matters. So this does all tie into what I want to talk about tonight with the veterans and whatnot. I love that word, whatnot. I responded. I sure did. I responded. I had to respond. Are you kidding me? That's how the universe guides, puts it out there. I do a scroll every now and then, see what people are talking about. And then I get off. I have to get off real quick. It can draw you in where you don't want to be or you don't need to be. Anyway, so I responded and I said this. I said, everyone is different, no matter their skin color. I've been depressed and dealing with anxiety for most of my life. Throughout the years, I found ways to deal with it through martial arts, yoga, and music. But those are just temporary tools. Depression for me hasn't been a choice. There are things that the medical profession could not have known about my physiology 30 plus years ago. There's technology and advancement in the medical industry in 2018 that can help and is helping. And I'm just talking about my own DNA makeup. Multiple deaths in the family, back to back, job bull, being an African in America. I said African in American. That was a joke right there. African in American. Black on black crimes, backstabbing relatives. Yes, I said it, I don't care. Yes, you can discover ways to deal with it, but it has to be acknowledged first. Meaning, so I'm gonna keep reading what I responded. If you haven't got your mental health, what do you have? Weed and hip hop stories of street life? Shit. And for those men that believe being soft, emotional, angry, or weird is a weak trait, those are the ones living on the streets, talking to themselves because they refuse to acknowledge what could have been helped. Great post, sister. Hashtag mental health matters for sure. That was my response because, mental health is, if you don't have your wits about you, if you don't have your intelligence, if you are not taking care of the body, mind, and soul, what do you have? You don't have nothing. So, yeah, I get that everybody has different upbringings, but this is a trip about, and I can only speak about my life and my upbringings. I didn't grow up in a mansion, not even a house. I grew up in an apartment, right next to not the train tracks, but the BART tracks. Same tracks. The train rolled through in the middle of dividing one part of the city of the next. That's just not good. It's not a great area, but it wasn't a bad neighborhood. But here's the thing. I grew up in those surroundings, and my childhood was fun. It was fun times. We had fun. My dad wasn't around, but we had fun. There was a lot of women in the household, a lot of women in the families. And those women helped mold me into the dude I am today. Now, if I come off to anybody as being emotional, soft, angry, or weird, yeah, well, I'm a human being for one, and I have empathy for my fellow human being. I do. I just do. I have empathy for animals. I have empathy for trees. I have empathy for the burning earth. That's just who I am. I'm an empathic person. That's just who I am. Soft. Look, I love a good day spa. I'm not gonna lie to you. And if you a brother that ain't never taking care of yourself at a day spa, I'm not even sure what you've been doing all your life. I really don't know what that's about. You know, I've heard dudes, you know, say, oh, I'm not going to get my nails, you know, cleaned, or I'm not going to take care of my feet. Or I don't want to, you know, I got to take my clothes off in the massage place. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I love going to the day spa. So if that make me soft, so be it. I'm going to be soft like a baby's bottom. And you throw some oil on there while you edit so I can shine on up. Shine on up to glory. Shine on up to glory. Where's my tambourine? I got to keep the tambourine around. Oh, there's my tambourine. It'll get too loud on the mic, though. Angry. Yeah, but here's the thing about my anger. My anger is controlled and disciplined. I have had outbursts, but it was a building to that point, you know. I'm pretty a preserved person because I've seen so much in my life. I don't like drama. I've seen a lot of trauma, so I don't like drama. There are things that I observe that make me angry, but I don't have a reason to be angry anymore. I was angry though for a very long time, you know. It was things I didn't understand in the world and stuff, and people would say some crazy, people have said some crazy stuff to me, you know, that really, you know, pushed my buttons. So that's the thing. I'm not someone who, through yoga, I've learned to bury that. It's gone. I refuse to let anyone incite anger out of me. It's just, I walk away before that happens, you know, because I get it. But I've been angry for, and you know, if you're provoked, well, that's what you get. But it's like, you know what? If you're African American and you get angry, that's a problem. And I've witnessed that for myself in a professional environment, you know. Now, did I carry that anger about me all the time? Heck no. I'm not an angry person. But if you provoke me to be angry, hey, I'm human just like you. You know, I can curse just like you. If you can curse, I can curse. Some people think just because they can curse or they'll curse that they want you to curse. I don't have to curse. There's like a whole dictionary. I got a dictionary this thick, all kind of words. I like to go to the dictionary to pull out words, learn the definitions, and use them on people that I know they're not going to know what the definition is. Like, oh, he think he's smart. Think he's so smart using educated words on me. He think he's so smart. I've had people say that to me. Not people, black men directly say that to me. Oh boy, you think you're just so smart, huh? You think you're so smart. Yes, I'm very smart. I'm very highly intelligent. That's why I have a podcast and you don't. I don't want to get off on that. Weird. Look, I've been weird all my life. I would not want to be normal. I've hung out with those people. Not fun at all. Nope. Not fun at all. Not fun at all. Mental health matters. Hashtag, I keep saying hashtag. Who came up with that anyway? Hashtag. Just call it a pound. It's a pound. I'm calling it a pound. On the phone, when you used to dial, the number was a pound. I don't know this hashtag, so I'm calling it a pound. Pound, mental health matters. There. And yeah. So, you know what? That goes back to, I mean, I get what this post is saying, but man, you have to take care of yourself. That's the bottom line. I take care of myself. I overly take care of myself because I have to. But I had that epiphany as a child. that I never wanted to not be able to take care of myself. Once I saw that my father was not in the picture and my mom was she was the mom and the dad, like running the show, cooking, cleaning, taking us to school, buying groceries, counting their money, stretching out the dollars, doing what she needed to do to take care of the family. I was like, yo, you know what? I need to know how to do that for me. So I learned how to cook. I learned how to bake. I learned how to build things. I learned everything I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn. People's like, what you gonna be when you grow up? I was like, what does that mean? What am I gonna be? I'm gonna be who I wanna be all day long. If I wanna be a whole lot of somebody, that's what I'm gonna do. What you wanna do when you grow up? I'm already grown up. It's like you only 2. So what? I've been here before. I ain't coming back again. I'm just having fun. I'm having fun. I wish there were some people to chat. When I do it live, I'll start announcing it so you can, chat with me. Got some questions. I got some answers. That's right. Tomorrow I'll do a Q&A. I'll announce the live podcast. See if you had a business or you had something going on. I could be plugging your business right now or whatever it is that you're doing in your life, in your artistic life, because I want to attract more artists than anything. I know a lot of creative people here in LA and the Bay Area. Let's give it up for the Bay Area, Bay Area. Speaking of the Bay Area, I got to get up there. I'm going to give it up to DJ Dave Paul. He's doing the Prince Michael Jackson party. I think he's doing it in Minneapolis. Billboard looks amazing. Amazing. They're going to have some fun celebrating Prince and Michael Jackson's music, the legacies that is the legacies. Here's the thing, people. Not everybody can be a musician. Why don't you go out and invent something? Not everybody's an entertainer. Why don't you go to medical school and learn how to fix something there too? You got enough technology. I'm just saying. Check out Rich Center for Prosperity. If you want to donate to their Kickstarter, I'll give you that address again. You can donate via their GoFundMe.com, MUH5N-veterans-housing. So I'm going to be working with these guys to create a quick website and try to get their podcast so they can do their own podcast. Because like I'm saying, you can do it from your phone. From the awesome people at Spreaker. I love Spreaker. I really do. I used to love Spectrum Cable until they sent me the bill the other day for $92. $92 for regular internet. And they said streaming. You're like, oh, well, the demo part is over, so it's going to be extra $20 for streaming. I said, so I don't want the cable, but you're going to charge me $20 for streaming. See how people are? That's all right. You know what? Cable is going to be a thing of the past really, really quick. And there you have it, kids. Create something that you can own, like, Wi-Fi, a satellite. Go build a satellite. Go build a way that we can connect, via some of these satellites without having to go through all the nonsense, paying $91 to access the internet. I mean, come on, yo. Come on. Taxes for everything and then up the price. Oh, I'm going crazy. Supposed to be talking about the veterans. Well, no, you guys need to go to the YouTube. Let me see if I can find I got the URL. I got the window still open. So here it is. And gosh, diggity darn it. There's 22 views and no comments, no thumbs up. Well, it just came out on the 10th. That doesn't matter. It was just today is the 28th. It's 11/28/2018. That's a lot of 8s going on there. All right. So if you go to YouTube, search Veterans Interviewed by Dr. Marcia Cupertino. I gave her a thumbs up because I'm going to get back on the show, and I'm at 37 minutes. It's probably another 20 minutes. But I was enjoying it, but I want to get on board with this podcast. Look, you know, a few of the brothers were talking in the 37 minutes. We got to do better. We have to do better. I think it's a shame. I think it's just a shame. It's a shame that, you know how upset I would be if I had joined. Here's the thing. So I'll tell this story. My grandfather was in the Army, or I think Navy. My father was in service. Uncles in the service. All the uncles in service. My brother, my oldest brother, he just got out. He been in since 1980 something. He was like 80s, and he just got out. He's been in that long. He's got signed stuff from Obama. His daughters are enlisted. They're in the Army. People are serving. People are giving their lives for us to be free, for us to be doing stuff like this right now. A podcast, a black man with a podcast network, not a show, a network. The plan is to have a network of podcast shows. One of the shows I want to create, peep the title to this. It's going to be Talking to Old People. And it's a marketing thing. Don't trip about the title. Talking to old people is just me out there talking to old people. That's what they are. I mean, they don't have a problem saying they're old people. It's all right. It's the wisdom that I'm going for. And old is in the mind. Because each one of these guys, like I said, they're in their 90s. My grandmother is 90. Her brother, I think he's like almost 90. And, that's wisdom. That's the bottom line. That's just wisdom. That is the creator, God, consciousness, Buddha, whatever you want to call it. The source is living, walking amongst you right now, ready to give you some wisdom, and you passing them up. We got to get them into homes. We got to help them make sure they get their benefits. Because I love writing a letter. If you're a veteran and you need me to write a letter, I'll write a letter. You tell me what you want to say, and I'll say it. On Amnesty. I love amnesty.org. If you want to write a letter, that's what I tell people. If you really want to get your thought across, your word across, you can pick it. You can stop traffic if you want. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you really want to make an impression, get people to listen to you, the right people to listen to you, write a letter. I've been writing letters since I was a kid. I'm not kidding you. I've been writing letters to mayors and governors. They answer too. They actually answer. Got the signatures and, hey, hello, Mr. Anderson. Yeah, we got your letter. What you gonna do about it? Well, we're working on this and we're working on that. I'm like, wow. So you want to be effective in life. You want to be effective while you're living in the United States of America. You want to be effective anywhere, worldwide, global. Write a letter. Write a letter to the United Nations. Say, you know what? I don't feel like I'm being treated like I need to be treated. As an African American, in my own land to which I have served. Write a letter. They don't know unless you write a letter. You can't do it by yelling. Yelling hasn't gotten people too far. It really hasn't. I actually tune out when people are yelling. I really do. I guess that's from, being in church. I grew up in church, yelling ministers. My grandfather, hold him off him, yeah, screaming. I'm like, man, this guy don't get off the microphone, stop screaming. So that's my secret as to why, if you ever raise your voice at me, I will just shut down. I will just not even hear you. It's like a switch in my head just turns off and I don't hear you. Like, seriously, you'll be talking, but I won't hear anything. And I'll probably I'll probably just walk away. Don't take it personal. That's what happens. It's like a mechanism that I've managed to evolve into over time. Because yelling just it's not okay. It's not okay ever. See how I'm talking in this low voice? Am I yelling? And you still hear me, right? That's called intelligence. The intelligent human voice. That's what I'm talking about, people. Who I'm going to call tomorrow? Let's look at these business cards. Oh, yeah. Christine over at WeWork. We got to open up a WeWork space. Who else? Yep. Juliana. She works over at the Rookie. I haven't seen the Rookie yet. I don't watch too much television, man. But since she works, on the set, I'm gonna hit her up and see if they want some Dude Can Bake cookies. That's right. You can go to dudecanbake.com and these are specialty cookies. They ain't got no stuff in them. These are just health conscious snacks. It's real. I'm being serious, people. But here's the thing. It's a custom thing. So, you tell me what you want and we get a price. It's a legitimate bakery. The Los Angeles Small Business Association or Enterprises. It's a business. DukeandBake.com. Health conscious snacks. Some of the best in the world you've never had in your life. Yep. So I'm going to call up my homegirl and see if they want some snacks on the lot. I want to give a shout out to Milton O'Campbell over at 1010. We're going back and forth with emails. He's the relationship manager over at 1010 Wilshire. I like that space. I really do. Let me see if maybe I can rent it by the hour or a day or whatever. Just kind of use it from time to time. Maybe do a podcast over there. Live podcast. The Intelligent Human Voice podcast over there. Anyway, people, I think I've talked longer than I wanted to. It's almost an hour, and I got to go to sleep. Set your intentions tonight. Set your intentions to be good in the world, to love each other as one, to think twice about your freedom that you have. That is, it's like Sister Angel was saying, it's governed. So you need to get legal representation to speak their language. And I got to reach out to Sister too, because we were supposed to connect at some point. But, I've been not busy, I've been building. That's what I've been doing. I'm not going to say I was busy. I've been building. So now everything seems to be on point, in place, ready to rock and roll, as I am rocking and rolling live right now. Like I said, I'm going to get this rocking and get it so I can do a live session and announce it so you'll be able to chat with me live. Yeah, live, wherever you're at, live on the internet. You can check in and talk and ask me a question. Ask me anything. Hey, did you hear about that guy that fell down the stairs? Well, yeah, he fell. Yeah, that was funny. I thought it was funny. That was funny. Anyway, Ooh, I see a business card. I got to reach out to this guy. He's got an HVAC company. You got to talk to this guy. Yeah, because he's going to need some marketing. I know he needs some marketing. He needs a plug here on the Intelligent Human Voice podcast and network, because I know a lot of people, and I know their business backgrounds, and know what they're doing with their businesses, and I want to make sure that you, my audience, who is not there just yet but will be, get the best with your bucks. Honest, hardworking people who are building businesses to earn your trust and holding intentions for an awesome outcome for everyone. Everyone wins. How about that? How about that world where everyone wins, where there's enough for everybody? Like Burner 415 says, it's enough for everybody. It's enough for everybody. I just gave Burner a plug. You don't even know that, but I'll give him a hit up and tell him I gave him a plug. That's right, Cookies over there, Burner 415 from the Bay Area. Open up shop here in off of Melrose. Check out Cookies. That's what's up. That's what's up. This is the Intelligent Human Voice Podcast Network. I've had a great time. Please donate, help our homies, our veterans, our brothers, our ancestors who are walking amongst us right now on this planet, on this earth right now. Let's help these brothers out. Help them get their mental, and brothers, anybody, white boys, Mexicans, Latinos. Hey man, if you dealing with something, you got to go talk to somebody. You got to talk to somebody. Think about it. If you want to talk to me, send me an email. I'll think of something to tell you. Just, I know a lot about wellness. I got stuff I could, recommend that you take, whatever. I know a lot of herbalists. I know stuff. I know some things. But your mental health is super important. And you know this. Your consciousness knows this. You know when you're not feeling right. And, I've been there. So your mental health matters. Do your pound, hashtag, whatever they want to call it, hashtag pound. Mental health matters, because without your mental capacity, you're no good to nobody. That's right, you're no good to nobody. Life is short. Live out your dreams. Share your passions. Travel often, because life is simple. Don't complicate it. Enjoy yourself. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. And we're going to keep this rocking. I'm going to keep going till I run out of time. That's right. Peace.